Oh my gosh, I can't see it.
You have to sit down.
Really?
Good job.
Yeah,
Hang on.
Paddy, you're shorter than I thought, mate.
So just a couple of things. I know we're just going to call this just a toast, and we're going to do the real things back in London in August. Firstly, my wife and I would like to thank you very much for coming out to Barbados and making this such a special holiday, but more importantly, a special day today. It really has been absolutely fantastic, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. It's been incredible. And secondly, I'd just like to say how special I feel to have such a wonderful wife as Laura. She really is the most beautiful, funny, not intentionally, but intelligent, lovely young woman, and I couldn't have asked of her anymore. We've had some amazing times together, especially over the last 9 months, and it's really cemented our relationship, and I'm sure our honeymoon of 6 months will do that even further, and I couldn't think it is our honeymoon. Otherwise you need to get a job when we get back. and so we look forward to actually welcoming you properly to a big celebration in August on the 10th. Until now, I'd like to say a toast to you all. Thank you very much for coming and being such a wonderful family to us all.
Cheers. Cheers.
Well,
I wasn't asked to prepare a speech as best man, but there are a couple of things I want to say as well. And firstly, to welcome Laura to our side of the family. Patrick is batting way out of his league here. She's gorgeous, and you're very welcome. It's very nice to have you as a sister-in-law. The second thing, if I can remember, is it's not often that you get to go swimming 3 times on a wedding day. Jet skiing this morning, then swimming with turtles. And Patrick, thank you, and Laura, thank you so much for organising a great day for all of us here. Join me in a toast to say thank you, and may the next 13,000 kilometres be as successful as the last.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, Paddy. Thanks, Laura.
And apparently when Laura was charming, gorgeous, beautiful girl of 6 or so, and very bright, very with it, very keen, she began school, and the way you do, she came home from school one day and she had a story to write. And so she was sitting at the kitchen table, Chris was preparing supper, and Laura was scribbling away, and she said to her mum, "How do you spell Ponce?" So Mum thought, oh, hang on a minute, what sort of school have we sent our little girl to?
No, I didn't ask. Was it a C or an S? That's why.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Mum's
Well, I didn't know that, but I don't have to. Anyway, that's much better. Well, Mum was a little bit puzzled. What are you writing about? Well, we had to write what we did. And now, where does this come in? Well, I need to know how to spell it. I don't know how to spell it. I just say, was it an C or an S? I mean, she knew the P-O-N bit, it was just the final ending she didn't know. And you were quizzing her a little bit more for detail about it. She said, well, I need to start the story, and it has to be once upon a time.
It's actually true as well.
It's always been true.
How do you spell it?
P-O-N-C-E.
Which I wasn't very happy at, really. Only daughter, only wedding day, no speech.
So it comes.
But I did a Kindle thing. Is this book Kindle? And I bought a book Kindle. Is that it? Yeah.
That's how we say it.
And on these speech things, and what it said.
Is that like a humble cake? No, come on.
Yeah. Hey, you did yours, mate. Let me do mine. And it said, first piece of advice was, always maintain a slightly larger alcohol content between the ceremony and the father of bride speech. So I'm really looking forward to the next 5 months or so before I have to do that speech.
Good point.
So I'm not doing a father bride speech, but I will tell a story about Paddy, and I think one which is appropriate to all of us. Because it's really the reason why we're here today. When Paddy came up to play a little game of golf just before they set up on the cycle trip. Me, Paddy, Keith, mate of mine, you remember Keith?
Yeah.
Went down to Antrobus, had a game of golf.
Forgot to pick up his wife.
No, let me tell the story. You know, if you want to stand up and do the story, you can. So we set off. First job was to find Paddy a pair of 18 size golf shoes. So we drove all around Manchester, basically, wasn't it, Paddy? Did you get those for you?
I don't know, it's somewhere up north, I don't know. All at the same.
Got some golf shoes for him.
Skis.
Rang up my mate Keith. And now your mate Keith.
He is.
Yeah, good man, isn't he?
Best man.
Got some clubs. Got some clubs. Some free tickets for the golf.
Yeah. Sorted me out.
And,
Mars Bar as well.
Playing Antrobus.
Mars Bar as well.
I've got to remember that. You were talking about Mars bars last night.
I said, come up. You said, come up to see my marathons.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
He said he had marathons in his bedroom. Come up to see my marathons.
Love it.
I feel a little bit sick.
Anyway.
Back to the more important story.
Yeah, who's doing this?
You did ask for
We set off golfing and Paddy on the first tee. And you'll be proud of me, mate. Set up. Perfect set up. Tap this ball, perfect stripe, 300 yards, dead straight. Killed 3 cows. Fairway that way. Paddy that way. Me and Keith stood behind him. Make some money here. No problem. So we let Paddy go round. First 14 holes, whacking it into farmers' fields. 50p hole, no problem. So we took the money off him. We got to the 14th and told him, aim the right direction, you'll be alright. But he was so far behind that he had no chance of getting any money whatsoever. So we got in the clubhouse. Paddy, brilliant. Let me get the beers. Let me get the beers, eh? Mr. Pollock. No, Rick was Rick that. Rick, I'll get the beers. That's great, Paddy, thanks. Keith turns to me and says, he seems alright to be getting the beer. He's paying up and what have you, no paying his whack. So we have a few beers and then it's... Should we eat it? I'll get the meal. I'll get the food. Oh, bloody hell, brilliant. Thanks, Paddy. So I went for a few drinks, something to eat. We say, right, we'll better get off back now, you know, Chris is waiting for us and never late for Chris. Right, I'll go and settle up. Comes back. Rick, have you got a minute, Rick? I haven't got my wallet. What do you mean, Paddy? Oh, I've not got any money. All right. So, Keith still thinks you're great, mate, but I never told him.
I thought he didn't have his card.
Man, shut up.
Because you told me this story the day before we went and played the same course and well, they didn't accept cards, so I just took my card.
Mike, you know, the best thing about stories, Mike, is the truth doesn't matter.
Never get them.
So, I said, no worries, Paddy, no problems whatsoever, but I'll sort you out. So I went and settled up. And the reason why this is pertinent to all of us is that we're in the car travelling back home now with Paddy. And we're listening to a radio and there's an announcement there about Jodrell Bank have detected an alien invasion of golf ball sized the Martians over Cheshire. And that's where my bag of golf balls went, I think, rather than a Martian invasion.
You didn't really want them.
And Paddy turned to me and he said, Mr. Pollitt. thought, shit, there's something going on here, you know. He's going to ask for money.
More money.
And I said, what, Paddy? Actually, I said, Patrick. What, Patrick? And he said,
That's how he proposed.
That's how you thought I proposed.
and I thought, he really does want money. And then he said, Mr. Pollock, whilst we're on our trip, I'd like to ask Laura to marry me. Which is the reason why this story involves us all today. But I thought about it, and I thought, you know, 3 pints of Guinness, cheeseburger and chips and a bag of old golf balls. Wasn't a bad swap for me. Marriage.
I think Paddy locked in then.
He got a bargain, he got a bargain.
So that's how Paddy.
Hey.
Hey.
Some minstrels I see.
Right then.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
What was it? Dance, whoever you may be.
Hey, I am the Lord of the Dance, said
Something
she.
like that. So
Well done.
got lots
Well
of
done, Mark.
Long and happy life together.
Good day, well done. The best part of the jet ski. Oh yeah, possibly in your bed.
Snakes. Dad.